Hello and welcome to the Kindred Essence Tarot and to my latest reading, which is on who's the next person or soulmate. It could even be a friend. It's kind of a more soulmate reading, but it could be a friend soulmate. It's a different type of soulmate, but that's going to be into your life, next into your life. So I've got 5 different piles, and so pick one of the 5 piles. There may even be an overlap. You may want to pick two piles. Do whatever feels best for you, and let's figure out what is the next soulmate to enter your life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the gold pile, the green pile, the pink circular striation pile, the kind of nice white crystal pile, and then the black, I believe, tourmaline pile. So figure out which you're most resonate with. And I should also add too, if you pick a pile that it seems to capture your own characteristics, it doesn't mean that you're your own soulmate. It means that you're attracting somebody who's similar to you. So nothing wrong with that. Just letting you know that it could be somebody who's similar to you. So you may be seeing a lot of your own characteristics, or not. It might be an opposite, but nonetheless, let us get started. Pile number 1. The next soulmate to enter your life. Gold. Interesting. What will that... Okay, so the High Priestess. What I'm hearing from this is that this person, I'm hearing this person may or may not have a lot of money, but they feel like they're very spiritually developed. They're almost beyond money. Everything is fine. I'm hearing this person does not like small talk. 7 of Wands. I'm hearing this person has gone through a lot of difficulty in order to get to where they're at, is what I'm hearing. And a sort of advanced spiritually. This person may erotic. Interesting. I've got the erotic card came out. They feel like they almost have this spiritualized, sexualized energy. Dream. I've got the High Priestess and Dream. Like they feel like they have a very refined, like, I don't want to trigger the algorithm. They have a very refined sexual energy. Interesting. So it's sort of like this person, they like, I keep on getting, they're very spiritual, very different. But when I mean they're different, it's like it's not a different that is sort of like, oh, that person they're weird type thing. It's not like somebody you think is weird. They just got very, very high sort of spiritual energy. And it's like they've got their energy, their sexual energy is very refined and very... And it's almost like this person, you may not know everything about them at first. With the High Priest, is very secretive. You don't know what's going underneath the curtain. And I'm hearing they may have felt ashamed of certain aspects of their life. I got the word shame. That is not, they don't, like, they kind of like to up-level those lower energies. So it's sort of like this it's like a high refined, this person is into... Yeah, stuff that they may have had a lot of stuff that they hate about themselves, but they don't. They get this energy of kind of a very nicely formed face, a very nicely formed eyes. Like, I don't know, like a unique kind of beauty or handsomeness to them. But they have like an expansive, generous energy. They're giving me 9 birth path energy for some reason. Like they've been through it. Like, that's what they give me, 9 birth path energy. Like they almost feel a very spiritual guilt. Like they're almost like they're making up for something, but there's really nothing for them to make up for. But it's sort of like they've got some woman, and then they kind of feel like, and what I'm getting with that is that they have like a balance, like, although they're very, if they're a guy, they're very masculine, but they have like a woman within them too. Or I'm not really exactly sure how to like, or if they're a man, they have, if they're okay, if they're a man, they have a very, like, a developed woman in their life, or a woman mentor, or a woman energy, but they've also got a man. It's like they seem very, if they're a man, they seem very masculine, but they also have like a developed, very high refined energy. There's something very high, like it's like the crown chakra is very, and it's sort of like if they're a woman, they have like a very wise male energy to them. It's like homosexual. So are they? I'm hearing no, only if, what I'm hearing is that, okay, what I'm hearing with this card, homosexual, there's nothing wrong with being gay, but I'm hearing for that is they're not generally bisexual or gay, but they are, if you're picking the pile and you are gay or bisexual, then they will match whatever that is. So if you're straight, nothing wrong with being straight, nothing wrong with being gay, nothing wrong with being bisexual, but whatever, if you're straight, they'll be straight, 100% straight. If you're 100% straight, they'll be 100% straight. If you're 50%, gay, or 50%, some people are like 50%, the whole percentage thing. If you're 50% gay, 50% straight, like, they'll be the same. If you're 90% straight, 10% gay, they'll be the same. If you're 100% straight, they'll be 100% straight. And if you're 100% gay, they'll be 100% gay. So whatever it is, they'll match you. I'm still hearing like a mirroring. It's almost like this nice mirroring. And it's sort of like this person could be good. I'm hearing this person could be good at lucky at getting money, but they're almost above. They like money, but they're not money hungry is what I'm getting. But they may, or I'm hearing something else. They may have developed their own finances, or they may come from like a kind of a wealthy, well-to-do family, but they're kind of above that energy too. So they may have they may feel embarrassed about coming from a wealthy family. And that's going to resonate for everybody. But it's interesting. We've got we've got the erotic and like the sexual card. So there's a high, almost refined energy in that department, if you will. That's interesting. But yeah, I got that if they have financial wealth, they feel almost, I'm hearing they've almost got funny ideas in their head. Like they're almost embarrassed if their family is wealthy, which most people wouldn't be, right? Most people wouldn't be embarrassed but they feel, okay, I'm hearing they're very strange, or something about their family. They're very estranged. They could be either estranged from their family, but more likely it's kind of like they're on polite company with their family, but they kind of keep distance from their family. They don't feel at home with the, interesting, we've got men, we had women before, but like it's sort of like I'm getting for that, they don't feel comfortable with the male energy in their family. They kind of got this independent energy, but they're kind of distant from their family. But they see that, it's like they kind of see them enough to sort of, they're weary of their family, but they kind of see them enough to keep ties, but they just don't feel, or they feel it's like they feel embarrassed of something that maybe other people wouldn't be embarrassed of, right? They feel embarrassed of them something, or they see some sort of threat in their family to their emotional well-being. So they go, like, it's like they maybe visit their family every 3 months, but it's sort of like enough to like keep the threat at bay, but enough to sort of keep the child. Maybe something about their childhood wasn't quite ideal, so they kind of see their family on occasion, but not all the time. And then so it's like they've got an interesting, I can almost feel their energy. It's kind of an interesting complex. They could be a starseed. I'm hearing they could be a starseed from a very unusual origin. And that's all we've got for pile number 1. That's pile number 2. Let's see. Tell me about the person, your soulmate, next soulmate in your life. So the Hermit, Two of Cups. This person feels kind of tentative. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. We've got Two of Cups and the Lovers. So this person, I'm hearing this person has a hard time sort of getting out there. This person has a hard time sort of being with people. They kind of have, dislike. They don't necessarily like being around people. And people may not know this. Or, like, they're somebody who has a difficulty being around people. They find, they almost give the impression of somebody who's a social, like, they may put a social facade on, but they feel very kind of uneasy around people. But people may not know this because they put on a social facade, right? But it's sort of like they kind of like give an energy, but they like a lot of fear I'm feeling. Let's see, a lot of fear. But they're trying to move forward. But they just have a lot of fear with other people, and almost a lot of emotional pain is what I'm feeling. But it's sort of like what else? It's like they have a hard time balancing. Like they balance. Like I'm hearing that this person, they like to They really like to, like, they're kind of a go-getter. They're a go-getter. They like to create what they want. But it's sort of like sometimes they feel hard balancing aspects of their life, and they kind of feel like life has been one thing after another, and they kind of want to be in charge of things. And, but it's sort of hard to do that when they feel kind of melancholy, but they have kind of a social facade. Like, people may be surprised about a lot of things that this person keeps hidden. Like, but they kind of have a constant, they kind of, what I'm hearing is they kind of work to create like an energy of balance and constancy, and they feel like there's somebody who likes to move towards their financial goals. That's what I'm getting. Like they like to have financial stability is what I'm hearing. Like they really, and I'm hearing that with green, they really, like that's something that makes them feel stable. So you wouldn't want to go on. What I'm trying to say is you probably wouldn't want to like mess with this person's money is what I'm hearing. They don't, like they've worked hard to create their finances, and they just you don't want to mess with their money is what I'm hearing, because they've really worked hard to create that, and that kind of what gives them, they kind of feel a little bit not secure, and like, and because of that, they don't really like to move into places that are unsafe. I'm hearing this person, they've kind of got earth sign energy. They just got this energy of just wanting to create some sort of stability for themselves is what I'm hearing. And yeah, and they keep on feeling, they kind of feel battle worn, like just sort of beaten down, and like just kind of just beaten down, and but yeah, I keep on getting it. They like to create a sense of like there's somebody who just, they really like to put money in a pension plan just for the future. They really like to put money, like they're always afraid. It's like they're always in the back of their mind, a lot of fear, always fending off disaster, and this person feels quite financially skilled. Like I just keep on getting that. Like they make sure they have insurance for this, insurance for that. They like to make sure that the pillars of their life are stable. They really like, and they kind of, they want to invite sort of a stable energy. Like they probably wouldn't want somebody who's a party girl. Like they probably don't, they probably don't want somebody who's like a party girl or a party boy, or somebody who's going to do, like they're kind of a little bit fearful, I feel, of other people and what they're going to do to them. They're just a little bit but it's like they're plotting towards their goal. Like they have a stable energy. They're plotting towards their goals. Like they like to, like I'm hearing they really like to save for a rainy day, and like they put, like they're kind of somebody who's puts money in like 5 different, like you know how they say that, like you don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? And they take that to heart. They don't put any eggs in one basket. Like they put a little bit in one area, another one in another area, and it's like, and it's all, I just keep on getting stability. It's like they want somebody stable in their life, or who tries to be stable, or who tries to stable, like they want somebody who stabilizes them, is what I'm able with pile number 2. Interesting, that's all I get. And for pile number 2, go to pile number 3. Okay, so the soulmate that you're inviting in your life. So 4 of Cups, interesting. The Magician. So I'm hearing this person likes to cut away the fat. They like to organize, and they have kind of an independent energy. And they like to move away from things. They're always about up-leveling. Like, this feels like a spiritual energy. They feel a little bit like another pile I've been to so far. But it's sort of like they're always up-leveling. They feel like they have a lot of dynamic, like, energy to them. Like, that's very, like they're almost, what I'm hearing is that they're almost confused about what they're doing in this world, but they're very sure about it too. Like they've got different, like they've got different ideas about what they want to be in this world. I'm hearing they may have just endured some sort of misfortune. Like I'm hearing like the last, maybe it's seated relay, or you know, the thing that, like something about what happened in the last 4 years has really shooken them up. But they're basically they're essentially they basically, something about the last 4, you know, I don't want to trigger the algorithm, but something about the last 4 years really shook them up. It could have been something like their family related to the C virus, you know, the C virus, something related to some aspect of it. You know, there's very aspects of that, and it's just a side note. But let's see what else. Okay, so this person, they're always trying to move forward and up level, and essentially prison. Like they're almost afraid of being. It feels like a spiritual person. They're almost afraid of being in the world's prison, or they're afraid of somebody taking their will away from them. Interesting. So it's sort of like they like to refine their energy constantly. I'm hearing they could be an INFJ or an INTJ energy. Like they're always trying to up level, or maybe even ENTJ. They like to up level their energy, and they're also like, they just feel like the jack of all trades. And that they basically, like, they're almost trying to, oh, interesting, priest and then widower. Yeah, so I'm getting that they may have had, or they may have had some loss in their early life that had an impact on them, or seen some sort of tragedy. It might even been from another, they may have been from another country, I'm hearing, like maybe even Syria, or what, like, you know, when there was war-torn countries, or that may have happened in their family, some sort of trauma to do with war that really affected to them. But they have this complex, they don't like people taking away their will, like they're afraid of being controlled. And because of that, they're always refining themselves and streamlining, like coming up with ideas, moving forward. They have a very powerful, advanced spiritual energy. Like, this is someone, they may be mildly intimidating. Like, some people may find that this person, intriguing, but another person may find them sort of intimidating, like this energy. Like, intriguing people will find this person intriguing or intimidating. It's sort of like, I'm hearing this person has a powerful heart chakra, but they've also got a don't mess with me energy. So this is, and it's kind of like, I'm hearing this person has a balance, whether they know it or not. It's sort of like they've got a balance that other people just cannot seem to have, in terms of the intellect and the heart. They've got a very powerful heart energy, but they've also got a powerful intellect, and they've got a don't mess with me attitude. So this is not somebody, I'm hearing, they could be tall, they could be shorter, but it's whatever it is. I'm seeing a middle finger come up, so it's sort of like they're just kind of like, yeah, you don't mess with me. Like, and I'm hearing people don't tend to mess with someone. It's not physicality, although it could be, but it's just like, it's like people have this idea that they have this idea that this person, like, they don't want to mess with this person. Like, no, I'm hearing no one messes with this person, because they have no trouble putting people in their place, or they always stick to their ideals. Like, if example with the C virus, if they didn't want the arm candy, you know, we'll call it the arm candy, the that thing that they were trying to convince everybody to take. They won't, and I think there's something to do with that. Something to do actually with that might have an interesting story to do with the C virus. But it's sort of like, this person, it's like they have this almost polite, almost like attractive appearance. It's interesting. I heard attractive, just as I said that, I got ugly. So what does that mean? That means, like, let's see. It's sort of like, let's get something. Okay, what I'm hearing is that this person is, like, they're very opinionated about the ugly things. It's interesting. I heard they're attractive, but I'm hearing this person, they're not a shallow person. I'm hearing that they're attractive, or they have a very attractive energy field, but they're not taken in with physical shallow things, is what I'm hearing with that. Like, they're not at all, and they have no trouble eliminating people from their life if they don't live up to their values. And it's like, I'm hearing some people feel anxiety around this person because of their confidence, and they don't seem, and it's interesting because they don't have this sense of, you know how there's people that are like, oh, I'm gonna beat you up, or I'm gonna like, this threatening energy. Like, they don't have that energy. It's just like a powerful, unblinking energy is what it is. It's kind of like this powerful, unblinking energy, and it's essentially like, it's this energy like of powerful, like they have this very powerful, I keep on getting this powerful energy within their heart, but it's also a don't mess with me energy. And it's like they'll just switch. Like if someone messes with them, I'm hearing their eyes will switch, and they will just say something really cutting or just to the person. If somebody, if they it kind of reminds me of my cats, actually, right? It's if you don't, they're nice until you mess with them, and then they give you a nice slap. Not this person. I'm not saying like I can't across this. I'm not saying this person. They're not in a. They're not a like a abuser or anything like that. I'm not getting that. But I'm just, what I'm trying to say is, with cats, right? You don't mess with them. Like cats will, if you mess with their boundaries, they'll give you a nice little slap, right? So what I'm hearing is if someone messes with them or messes with somebody that they have feelings for, they have no trouble defending them. Like they don't, it's like, okay, they have this very polite sort of well-spoken vibe, but it's sort of like if you cross the line, they'll basically they have no trouble. Like, how there's people that are polite, and they'll be polite in the case of they'll be polite in too polite. Like they're polite, they'll just basically, they'll allow people to like take from them and just be and try and walk over their boundaries. I'm hearing this person's polite and they're well spoken, but if somebody messes with their boundaries, they have no trouble giving them a verbal like proverbial cat slap, if that makes any sense. And yeah, so this person has a pure energy, but also a sort of boundary energy as well too, and very justice oriented. So they don't permit justice against you or other people or their friends, is what I'm hearing. Interesting. So that was pile number 3. Now let's go to pile number 4. Pile number 4. Hello. So the next soulmate in your life. So the Knight of Swords. Basically the Tower. The Ace of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So I'm hearing that this person is, okay, let's see, what am I going to, Tower, Knight of Swords. This person, they kind of like to verbally, like, they like to argue sometimes, is what I'm hearing. Or they like to get into, or they wouldn't call it arguing, they like to get in discussions. They love to get into like debates and discussions. And they basically love to get into and sort of, they like to flesh out issues, and it could be an air sign, it could be not, but it's like the energy of liking to intellectually spar or debate or figure things out. They're like, they kind of have this energy of intellectual, like even may have some ADD energy, maybe not, but it's kind of like and I'm hearing this may be opposite to your energy because you might be inwardly focused, but this person, they're kind of like, they're bright and entertaining with their quick wit, and then we've got Page of Swords, which is very much another sword sign, right? Which is about quick wit. We've only got 2 sword characters, right? So that's a quick wit. They're always new and they like goals, is what I'm hearing. They like to have goals, and their intellectual wit helps them with their goals and helps empower them. They like they may have been on the debate team at school. They may be the debate team at school, and basically They like to, and I'm hearing they don't like things that don't make sense, or things that don't, or what things that appear to be one way but are not actually that way. They like to suss out the situation, and they like to know. They almost like to know different people's business. I'm not calling them a gossip, but it's kind of like they like to know people's business, and they like to suss out the truth of a situation. Rival. So they may. And I'm hearing this person doesn't mean anything by it. They're quick-witted, and they're basically people though. But everything's fine. Everything is fine. Like let's see what else. 9 of Swords. I'm hearing from that is that they're kind of maybe a pernicious child. They're always like. The parents didn't know really what to do with them because they had so much energy. So they've almost got an abundance of energy that they've learned to focus in the appropriate direction. And like before it's like they went through a period when they were blocked. But then they were able to sort of churn the energy and really kind of up level. It's giving me the impression, I'm thinking of a, I don't know, just something popped in my head. Somebody who's a lawyer who enjoys like an employment lawyer or something. Somebody who enjoys like arguing and sparring to kind of be on the side of justice though. So this person feels like they're on the side of justice. And they don't like to wait for things is what I'm hearing. They can be a little bit impatient and powerful and sort of charged up. But yeah, like somebody who would work like it's like they've got tireless energy, so they would work long hours to, like a lawyer would be, or a debater, or make a mediator who figures things out is kind of their ideal job. But a lawyer, that's what I'm getting. But somebody who like fights for the employment and gets the other, or fights against like a corrupt company or a corrupt company policy. That's the energy that I'm getting, like something like that. And it's sort of like, but they have a powerful energy behind that. So whoever, they don't like people who get in the way of their power, their power, their intellectual power, or their goals. So I'm hearing don't get in the way of their intellectual pursuits, or their financial pursuits, or their career lawyer-ish pursuits, because it's sort of how they express their energy. And it's almost like how they express their energy could be tied to their career, and it's a very inherent part of, it's not a posture, it's very much a part of their personality, not their persona, but their personality. So like, but I'm hearing that, yeah, they were, as a child, they were a lot to handle. They were a lot to handle. Like they're the type who would just do things like they just had a lot of pent up energy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if I'm hearing that they've learned to ground and to connect the energy in the positive direction and to share it with the world, or at the very least, I'm tapping into this ideal direction, but to focus, because we've got this stone here, it's about focusing things in the right direction, so focusing their passion, focusing their power in the right direction. That seems to be in this pursuit for justice, or something along those lines, is what I'm hearing. So that's what we've got. Now let's go to pile number 5. Hello, pile number 5. What do we have for you? Pile number 5. The next soulmate or person to enter your life. A black stone. What will we have here? Let us see. The 6 of Wands. The Ace of Swords. The Judgment. We'll cover that up right here. And the... then the Moon. And the Page of Cups. So, this person, I'm hearing the word determined for pile number 5. They're a very determined person. They're very determined to have victory in all areas of their life. They're very, I'm hearing them, they've worked hard to get their emotions in check, with the Page of Cups and the Moon in reverse. And they've really worked to up level in some aspect of their life. And they do not want to, let this aspect of their life go. They want to have their happy ending, so to speak. I always laugh when I, like, okay, is it a double entendre, you know? But no, they want their happy ending in a positive sense, you know, not in a weird sense. But so I'm hearing this person may be a little bit controlling, a little bit, but very determined. Like, this is not a pot smoking couch potato. This is a person, they have career goals. I'm hearing they have goals and a lot of determination, and because of that, they're a little bit controlling because they're very determined to get to their goals. So if you're used to people that are merchant, so this person may be work to be financial, but they have a bright sort of energy. I'm getting kind of fire sign energy, but it doesn't have to be that. But it's like they kind of that's the kind of power and confidence that I'm getting, and moving towards their goals. Like a house, I'm hearing something, they may already have a house or want to have a house. That's very important for them to get their goal, because if they don't have goals, they feel despair. They feel a lot of just despair. We've got that right here, despair. And let's see what else. Let's see what we've got here. Misfortune. It's like they're always like they want to misfortune. Okay, they're determined to overcome their misfortune. They may have but the Moon in reverse, they may have had some pretty, I'm hearing messed up emotional stuff to deal with. Could be in childhood. It could be in adulthood, but they're just kind of they kind of have this energy of wanting to overcome it, and just having taking that fire to overcome that, to have a house, whatever else they want. They're very determined to have that journey. It may be a long, painful journey for them, but they want to have their happy ending, and they're basically they're essentially it's like I'm hearing this full circle. It's like they may find themselves going first full circle, and basically in their healing journey and solar plexus chakra. But it's like there's a lot of, I keep on getting that with a solar plexus chakra releaser, there's a lot of emotions in them that sometimes they don't always deal with, and it's stuff from their youth or childhood. But it's like they still have this this energy of moving forward, wanting to see the future clearly and wanting to move forward into it. So it's sort of a positive goal setting person who may be a little bit emotionally, with the Moon in reverse and the Page of Cups, maybe a little bit avoiding of their feelings in terms of moving forward, and not really knowing how to deal with those feelings, but moving forward nonetheless to their goals. Very, very much moving towards their goals. And there'd be maybe a little bit of people not really knowing what's going on with them, but they kind of, trying to keep an even keel and gain their power. King of Wands, the fire side. And move forward with power and confidence is what I keep on getting. Is power and confidence. They're kind of they don't mind having somebody emotional, but they like to move forward with power and confidence. Is what I've got. Yeah, very, very interesting. All these piles are very interesting. All right, I hope this resonated, and I hope you have a terrific day. Bye-bye.